Hello, welcome, welcome. I'm just waiting to be online okay, good. I'm online everywhere. My name is Carla Caldwell. I am your Live Your Best Life coach. I am so excited to be here with you. And tonight, our topic for Live Your Best Life is about finding peace in the storm. So my first question, my dear friends, is what do you do when there's turmoil in your life? Like say there's arguing in your house or Debbie Downers at work or any kind of stress, bills. What do you do to find peace and calm in your life? What are some of the things you do to find peace and calm in your life? While I'm waiting for you to share what it is you do, Hi Maureen, how are you? How nice to see you. I'm so grateful you're here. So, what is one thing you do to find peace when things are chaotic? I can spell. I find that there's so little that we can control, but we can learn to control ourselves. And you may have heard me say this before, but our brain is very malleable. And so it's very flexible, and we can change at any time we choose. We can choose to change our experience. So if you are used to when something stressful happens, your shoulders come up, you do some shallow breathing, your heart starts racing, and you start... I have no better words other than the mind F. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to curse. If that's what you do, and that's what you do over and over and over again, you have simply trained your mind, body, and spirit that this is what happens. But you can change that. So you can actually change your neurological patterns, change how your body reacts, and change how your spirit reacts. So this is not about being ignorant. It is about, or avoiding reality. It is about changing how we react. So Maureen says that when things get chaotic, she'll listen to music or go out on a walk in nature. All right, and for those of you who don't know, this is my dear friend Maureen. She is known as Coach Mo. She is funny, knows a lot about diet and the body and the mind-body connection, and she talks a lot about, and correct me if I'm wrong, Coach Mo, anti-inflammatory diets. She's incredible. So I hope that you will follow her. Hi, Christine. How nice to see you. We're talking about what we do when things get crazy. Finding peace when things get crazy. And Maureen listens to music and goes out in nature. Okay, so tonight, if you're willing, we're going to change how we react. We're at least going to initiate. So what I want to encourage you to do is in this moment, can you remember a time in your life where you felt 100% peace? Can you remember a time in your life when you felt incredibly peaceful? Like you were just surrendering to the moment. Find that time. When you can find that moment in time, I want to ask you to close your eyes and to feel what it felt like. How did you feel inside of your body? What were your thoughts like? What were your smells? What was your posture like in that moment? What was around you? Notice the sights, the smells, the sounds. Notice all of that. If you are willing to really pay attention to this moment and make it your anchor, you can start to retrain your mind, body, and spirit. So this is what I want to ask you, invite you to do. The next time you are faced with a challenging situation, something that causes you, you're going about your day and something happens and you shift because it's upsetting. I want to encourage you to do whatever you can to find a space where you can be alone and quiet and close your eyes and recall your anchor. Recall that moment when you felt complete and utter peace. Recall it. Stay there until you can feel it. Remind yourself, this is how I react to stress. If you can do this every time you have a stressful moment occur, every time that you have something that irks you or takes you off center, if you can close your eyes and remember that peaceful moment, it's like building a muscle. If you do this every time, you are building muscle memory, you are building neurological memory, you are retraining your mind and body and spirit that when there is stress, you actually feel calm and peace. If you can stay committed to this, and if you are willing to work on this, everything will change for you. There is nothing out there that shows we have to react in a stressful way when we have a stressful situation. That is all habit. We can change that starting tonight. So any of you watching, are you willing? Are you willing, one, to identify a moment of perfect peace from your past? Are you willing to recall that moment every time you have a stressor? Are you willing to commit to yourself and to build a different reality for yourself? Our mind is so powerful. So Maureen says this is helpful. She had forgotten about her most peaceful moment with everything that's been going on in the past 2 years. And Christine says she was just reading something similar about retraining the nervous system and its response to stress. Yes, this is very real. And we're very stubborn as humans. So you may latch onto this and really work at it and really start to make a difference. And then life happens and we forget. But every time you remember, you can come back to it. And each time you come back to it, it gets quicker. It takes less time to get back to your peaceful state. But this is almost like a meditation, this retraining of our mind. And it is completely possible. We are not victims of circumstance. We think we are, and we react like we are, but we actually have more control than we think. We cannot control what happens outside of ourselves. We are not in control of others, but we are definitely in control of how we react. Now, this is not to say that we don't deal with our situation. We definitely will deal with our situation. But what this means is that we're retraining ourselves to stay calm. And I don't know about you, but when I'm calm, I make better decisions. I think more clearly. I come from a place that's more grounded and less emotional. So what do you think? First of all, were you able to identify a peaceful moment? And by identify, I mean, were you able to feel it? Were you able to feel that moment and truly, truly, truly remember it? And the next item is, are you willing? Are you willing the next time you have something stressful occur? Are you willing to reconnect to that peaceful moment? Are you willing to share with yourself? Beautiful Carla, I'm just going to use my own name. Beautiful Carla, are you willing to feel differently? Are you willing to be peaceful right now amidst the chaos? And if you are, things will change for you. Trust me. This is a practice that I have been using for a long time. And yes, I fall off the wagon and I forget and I go to that stress and I go to the, something happens and my shoulders are up and I'm like, ugh. My chest feels heavy and everything just feels impossible. But what has started to happen is that I remember, wait a minute, this isn't how we react to stress. And I close my eyes. Taking nice deep breaths will help to calm you down. And I want to encourage you, when you're taking deep breaths, to really be conscious about counting four or more, 4 counts as you inhale, 4 counts as you exhale. Because sometimes when we're in moments of worry and drama, this is us. Okay, deep breathing. And that's not what we're talking about here. So to calm yourself down, inhaling in 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm going to recommend what my children always say. So if you're inhaling in and you're like 4, 3, 2, 1, exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. No. It's the Mississippi's. Ready? Inhaling in 4 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi. Exhaling 4 Mississippi. That nice and slow and calm. If you can get 5 deep breaths in, it will help you to get to the place where you can find your anchor. And you can visualize it. And you can remind yourself, this is how we react to stress. This is what we do. When we are upset or being challenged, we react in a peaceful way. We find our peace. All right. Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about tonight. I really wanted to discuss finding peace in the chaos. Because the more you can take control of your mind, body, and spirit reaction to, chaos is going to happen. Challenging things are going to happen. It's a part of life. But the more you can practice staying calm, it will help your health, your overall well-being. You'll feel more in control, more empowered. It will help you to deal with your situation in a more empowered and helpful way. I can't say enough about it. Okay, so hi Roberto, how are you? That's wonderful. I'm so happy you're here, and I'm so glad that taking deep breaths is helpful to you. So I do hope this helps. Again, if, what else can I tell you? Next time I'll be a little more prepared because I actually have a few podcast episodes about stress reduction. But for now, I'm going to remind you of my website. You can either go to carlacaldwell.com or inspirationrevolution.live, which I just put in the comments. You will have access to my blog, to my latest podcast episode. We are at 74 episodes, and anything, everything, live your best life. So Make sure to let me know in the comments any topics that you'd like me to discuss, and I will. I'm here to support you. All right, I am visualizing you healthy, happy, and whole. I am visualizing you being empowered and recognizing when you are stressed by life's situations. I am visualizing you taking 5 deep breaths and reconnecting to your most peaceful memory. I am visualizing you training your mind, body, and spirit that no matter what is happening, you can be peaceful and calm. You can manage your emotions, your mind, body, and spirit so that you can make the best choices for yourself. Oh, yes, I have 74, Christine. You know what I recommend is just, they're all there, and you can just listen to the ones that call to you. Because some of them might not be useful, but then some of them might be very helpful, and they're there for you whenever you need them. Yes, Maureen. The reason I have so many is I made a commitment to broadcast every day, to do a podcast episode every day. I made this commitment on March 13th, and I've been broadcasting every day since, and I intend to do so for a full year, because supposedly magic is supposed to happen. We shall see. All right. Thank you so much. And I hope that you all have an incredible night. Thank you so much for joining me. It is an honor that you would gift me with your time. Your time is precious. And I thank you. All right. I'm wishing you nothing but the best. And thank you for being here with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good night.